We're adding voice control to this Control 4 home. One of the coolest things about Control 4 and Josh is that once you have a solid Control 4 foundation, it's a lot easier to add it. So today, we're going to be bringing in Josh into this household. I have Bryan here, one of our lead programmers.
Not one of.
No, sorry.
The
The.
best to ever do it. Director, technology and service.
Exactly.
I didn't introduce myself.
I'll take that. The title changed. We're growing. We appreciate you guys. So we are growing. So the title changed. He's more than our lead programmer now. So as I bring in him today, he's actually going to show you how we do Josh. This is going to be a short, quick summary of Josh, bringing it into your ecosystem, and then we'll do a demo.
The way Josh works is, and at least the way we apply it, we take Control 4. We use it as the foundation. That means that the workhorse is Control 4. Josh is basically sitting on top, supercharging it, giving you the ability to basically create scenes effortlessly, turn things on and off easily, watch what you want to watch, listen to what you want to listen, completely hands-free. So you have the ability to go around your house without touching anything and still getting the desired outcome, right? Now, like I said, Control 4 is the workhorse. So for example, if you have an established Control 4 system, we could get Josh, ship it out to you, assist you in programming it, and now you have the most sophisticated voice automation system around at your fingertips. So I'm gonna show you how to set that up. Essentially, what you wanna do is, once you get your Josh, it can go Wi-Fi, or if you happen to be or have the infrastructure for wiring, you can mount that Josh on the wall, and it could be PoE, which is suggested. So you can do Wi-Fi, but they always recommend having one device that's hardwired. In this scenario, at this project, we have 2 hardwired micros and 1 Wi-Fi micro. Once I've created the building, which will basically be your name, your address, as long as you're on the Wi-Fi, Josh, the app, is gonna pick up what's already hardwired. So in this scenario, we're gonna go to Ethernet, continue, and it's gonna ping the Josh. So, I don't know what's what at this point, but I'm gonna assume first try. Man, look at that. All right, so that means that the Josh that I'm about to set up is in fact the master bedroom. You stop it, you select it, and it starts adding in. Now Josh is incredibly sophisticated in the way that it pulls everything that's in the network. So as soon as Josh gets added in, it starts pulling in Lutron, Sonos, Control 4. It's just like, come here, let me tell you what to do, right? Easy peasy. So you likely are ready for Josh. You just didn't know it. Once this is done, it's gonna upgrade, and a couple clicks of a button and this house is like, I would say, Jarvis.
There we go. In essence, just keep in mind that this is because we have a Control 4 foundation here, right? Control 4 was put in, it was programmed, it was built in, and then Josh was a splash on top of what was already a smart home. We just brought in extra features. So let's continue setting this up.
Josh is online, but usually there's one thing you want to do is you want to go through Control 4, right? If you have an existing system, you want to make sure that you set the proper infrastructure. That means that your names are good on your lights, on your TVs, on your Rokus. That way, when you port over, you're not having to edit here, edit there. It is what you want it to be. Once you've done that, you come over here, you download the Josh.ai driver, and you quite literally add it in. There's no IP address, no sign in, nothing. And not a lot of stuff works like this, so I'm actually really impressed with how they were able to do this. But they just take over, and then you'll notice here in a second, the phone will start applying rooms, and I mean, look, I already have rooms. I got kitchen, I got laundry. They're porting in as we speak, so it's basically an instant type scenario. I'll just give it a try. Let's see how fast this is.
Bum, bum, bum. This is
living room lights off.
Oh, look at that. Shoot some commands.
Sure. kitchen lights off. Well, that's just gonna be this one. Watch Netflix in living room. Oh, you know what? Hold on. There's some back-end stuff that has to happen, right? Now, it's not difficult. So we come over here. I want to say I already have it up. We're gonna go to system setup, device configuration. Like I said, it pulls things in. You got Hios, Pandora, Samsung, Control 4, and then we're gonna go to AV setup, Control 4. I'm only gonna link the living room, but essentially, if your setup is proper, when you go to living room Roku, you're gonna see living room Roku here. Once it's linked, now I can say, watch Netflix in the living room. It says opening Netflix, and bam. So, you know, if your Control 4 system is intact, you're looking at maybe 15, maybe 20 minutes, and you're basically able to say, turn on all the lights. It's instant, guys. It's fast, it's reliable.
Now, there's one command. One of the coolest things about Josh is you can actually do multiple commands.
Yes.
Let's turn off a couple lights and let's play some music or do something else in here so we can actually demo. Now, keep in mind, as you can see, we're in the middle of construction. We're in the middle of a project. We brought you in early, or we're bringing you in along the journey of as much as we can of these projects. So right now, we're on the field testing stuff as we go.
Yeah.
Let's turn off a couple lights and
Turn off all the lights except the kitchen. You could say, turn off kitchen lights and watch Hulu in the living room. And you know, at that point, if you have fans, if you have thermostats, set the temperature to 89%, watch Hulu. Or you could come over here, you can go to scenes, right? Let's say you go to scenes and you want something that does all of that. So in this case, it'd be movie time. Watch Netflix in living room, turn off lights in kitchen, dining. We're going to test our command, right? And we're at Netflix. It's fast, guys. It's easy. You can type it out. We can ship it out to you. If you're under 100 devices, which this house right here with all the lighting that it has is indeed under 100 devices, you're looking at $769 for a Josh, $330 for the annual license, and somewhere in between 5 to 8 hours of custom programming where me and you sit together, virtually go over scenes, go over your system. We can make sure that it's Josh ready, and you're off to the races. So
this is a little bit for our integrators on how we add it, and for our homeowners. If you do have a Control 4 system and you're thinking about Josh, contact us. We're here to help. We appreciate you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel. Have yourself a great day.
peace.